Okay, welcome to Broadway Family Karate Video Tutorial Guide B lessons for fundamental students. So what we're going to cover for the B day material is the lunge punch and reverse punch, the low block, the inner forearm block, and the retraction and low block grip release. So we're going to start. The most important part of a lunge punch is a good handshake. A good fist. Okay, so what you want to do is put your left hand out front. Go ahead and fold your fingers down nice and tight against your palm. You can bring your thumb over like this, just like that. You never want to put your thumb inside because if you strike something, you're going to dislocate your thumb. So make sure, fold your fingers down, come across with the thumb. Okay, we also want to keep a straight wrist. Okay, just like that. So let's do it with the other hand also. Okay, so right hand. Good right hand up front. Okay, fold your fingers down nice and tight. Bring that thumb up in front of your fingers, just like that. Okay, kind of look at your wrist, make sure it's straight. Okay, so let's look at the basic mechanics of the lunge punch. So we're going to go ahead and get to a left front stance. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to strike with our left fist. Okay, so you're going to bring your left fist down to your waist, fist facing up. Okay, you're going to change your other fist up front, just like this. What you're going to do is you're going to come straight up like this, twist as you're coming forward, and then you want to end up just like that. Okay, you're striking with the two big knuckles. Okay, and you want to make sure your wrist is straight. Okay, so if your wrist is crooked like this and you strike, it's not going to feel very good on your wrist. So let's go ahead and practice a few of those. Okay? Okay, ready? Let's take it slow. So you want to go from your waist and a straight line, just right there to the middle there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and switch feet. Okay, so you're going to strike with your right fist. Okay, so you chamber your left fist in front. Okay, you're in a right front stance. Okay, so hand at your waist, fist facing up. Okay, you're going to twist and like that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you want to make sure it's a straight trajectory, just like that. You don't want to come around like that. You want to come straight in just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this on a target. So let's go ahead. Mr. Thompson's going to assist me here. So let's go ahead and right foot in front. Okay, have your partner hold the target. They can hold it up like that, or they can hold it against their chest. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do right foot in front. We're going to strike with our right fist. Okay, make sure you got a good, nice, tight fist. Okay, so you're going to change your left fist in front. Okay, and let's go slow at first. You're going to and touch and push. Okay, push against the shield so you get a feel for. Make sure your wrist is straight. So if your fist is down like this a little bit, you're going to feel it. So that's why we're touching and pushing. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do that a few times. Okay, ready? 1, touch and push. 2, touch and push. 3, touch and push. 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. Let's go. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, right from the front. Okay, so we're going to do with the other fist. Okay, actually, okay. Okay, so left foot in front. Okay, changing your right arm in front. You're striking with your left fist. Okay, and so we're going to touch and push. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to strike a little bit harder with that. So let's go ahead and stay in the same position we were. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go just like that. Okay, so make sure your wrist is straight, okay? So you don't want to strain your wrist. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you notice when I'm retracting my other arm back to this position, it lets me twist, so I get like a really nice strike. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. Okay, actually, ready? 1. Oh, sorry. Okay. Am I right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add a step into it. So let's go ahead and step back with our right foot. Okay, we're in a left front stance. So what we're going to do is make sure, let's go ahead and make sure you're not too close enough to your target. So when you step through, you're going to actually reach the target without having to reach or lean over or whatever. So we're going to start off by just touching and pushing. Okay. Okay, ready? 1, touch and push. 2, touch and push. 3, touch and push. And 4. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to strike. Okay? Full force. 1, just like that. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. Okay. Okay, we're going to right foot in front, right front stance. Okay, so what you're going to do is make sure, go ahead and step through, make sure you have a good distance. Okay, ready? Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Okay, so very important. Make sure you got a nice tight fist. Your wrist is straight, and you're striking with the 2 big knuckles in your fist. Okay. You don't want to strike when your hand is just in this position or in this position. So.
Okay, the next thing we're going to look at, an old favorite, the reverse punch out of a front stance. So we're going to go and go left leg forward in a front stance. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Now, the difference between a reverse punch and a lunge punch is done with the front hand. Reverse punch is done with the back hand. So normally you've already done something with your front hand before you throw that reverse punch. Sometimes you'll do a lunge punch, reverse punch, or sometimes you'll do a block and a reverse punch. But a lot of times it's the second technique. So we're into a really good front stance, nice and wide. We're chambering. I've got my left leg in front, so my left hand is going to chamber out. Okay? And this hand just retracts in. This one just rolls over and strikes. Same thing. Hands nice and tight, thumbs in, squeeze, striking 2 big knuckles. Everything else is the same. This retraction will help with some power because it will naturally kind of give you a little rotation to the hips, which will add power to your reverse punch strike. So really kind of focus on pulling that into retracting that into your hip as you're delivering the reverse punch. All right, so let's go ahead and switch feet. So we go right foot in front, right hand, left hand into my hip, squeeze nice and tight. I'm going to retract, reverse punch. Okay, go. And go. Good. Good. Use that retraction handle to help you with the power. Just like we did with the fixed stance, the lunge punch out of the fixed stance, go and get you a partner. We're going to work this a little bit on a target. Get your partner. Okay. The lunge punch out of the fixed stance, it kind of drops a little bit. So this one really should be right about solar plexus. Let's go ahead and start. Right foot forward. Let's kind of touch with that front hand. Okay, this one's just going to pull in. I'm basically just going to touch and push with that reverse punch. Okay, just touch and push. Make sure everything's staying nice and straight. Striking with those two big knuckles. Touch and push. And touch and push. Okay, we're going to add a little power. A couple of strikes, a little more power. Retract. Do a really nice, strong retraction. Okay, and go. Find your target on there, just like we do most of our strikes. Find you someplace right on here that you want to put that punch each time. One more time. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. Okay. Left foot forward. Left hand is chambered out. Remember, reverse punch. Right hand, touch and push. Make sure everything's nice and straight. If you've ever done a punch and you've rolled your wrist, normally it rolls this way, hurts, okay? Squeeze that nice and tight. Touch and push. Okay, add a little bit of power. Okay, good strong retraction. And go. And go. All right, thank you, sir. Okay, that was the lunge punch from the fixed stance.
Okay, so now let's look at the low block. So let's go ahead, everybody get into a left front stance. Left foot in front. Okay, so a good low block begins in a front stance, okay? Not a back stance, but a front stance. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to chamber, like a lot of our blocks that come from underneath the chambering arm. This comes from above the chambering arm. So what you're going to do is you bring your arm like this, bring your fist on top of your, bring your left fist on top of your shoulder. What you're going to do is you're going to sweep across the front of your body and come to right about there. So you don't want to do this. You just want to stop right there, okay? If you do this, you're exposing yourself to attacks. So you really want to make sure you don't block too far. So let's go ahead and practice the block. Okay, ready? Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and switch feet. Okay, right in front. Okay, right fist on top of your shoulder. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and you can even twist a little bit with these two. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so Mr. Thompson's going to assist me doing this with a blocker. So have your partner get a blocker, and okay, so what you do, you want your partner to put the blocker actually higher from me. Okay, let's start in a right front stance. So right foot front. Okay, ready? What you want to do is strike this far enough to deflect. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now have your partner do a jab. So Mr. Thompson's going to jab it towards me, just like that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now he's going to simulate a kick. So he's going to come up like he's actually kicking. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's put it to the side. Okay, left foot in front. Let's try it from the other side. So have your partner stick the blocker right in front there, stationary. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now he's going to jab it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now he's going to simulate a kick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the inner forearm block. Okay, we do the inner forearm block from an L stance, a back stance. So let's go ahead and put our left foot in front and get into an L stance. Okay, we're going to make a left arm underneath. So these blocks you want to chamber underneath. You want to come underneath. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to come around in front of your face and stop right about there. Okay, so if somebody's trying to punch you in the face, you can deflect the punch. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice a few of those. Okay, ready? And 1, let's go slow first. 2, 3, let's go a little faster. 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and switch feet. Okay, right foot in front, L stance. Okay, chambering the blocking arm underneath. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, a little faster, 4, and 5. Okay, so we call it the inner forearm block because your fist is facing toward you. Outer forearm block, of course, your fist is facing outward. Okay, Mr. Thompson. Okay, so Mr. Thompson's gonna just stick it right in front of me. Like maybe somebody, like this is somebody trying to grab me. So I'm gonna chamber. Okay, your right foot's in front. And the back stance. Okay, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now he's gonna jab like he's actually trying to throw a punch at me or trying to grab me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now he's going to try to simulate a haymaker punch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and switch feet. Okay, left foot in front. Okay, and you're chambering your left arm underneath. Have your partner hold this blocker in front. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now he's going to jab, like he's simulating a punch or a grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now he's going to simulate a haymaker punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's very important. You don't want to come way out here when you do a block. You just want to deflect, okay? And then you could do something else beyond that. But you don't want to expose yourself by bringing your block way over here, blocking arm. Okay, thank you, Mr. Thompson. Okay, so that's the low block and inner forearm block demonstration. Okay, now let's go look at the retraction and low block grip release. Okay, very effective wrist release, grip release. So let's go ahead and start with parallel raise stance. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with just the pulling in the wrist retraction, okay? That's the first part of it. Okay, so let's say they're grabbing your left wrist. What you're gonna do is you're gonna twist your wrist, twist your arm, pull in, and wait, stop it right there at your waist. Okay, okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's do the other side. So let's say they grab your right wrist. Okay, so you're gonna twist and pull in just like that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we can go a little bit further than that. So we're going to do the retraction, and we're going to step back on the same side. So let's go ahead. We're going to, let's say somebody grabs your left wrist. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to step back on that same side. You're going to pull back and do that retraction, just like that. Same side, left side. Stepping off the left foot. Okay, ready? And 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Okay, switch sides. Okay, ready? And 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, so now let's put the final part of that wrist release, retraction. We're going to add a low block to it. Okay, so let's go and start. Well, let's say somebody grabs your left wrist. So what you're going to do is you're going to step back, you're going to rotate your wrist, you're going to pull in, and you're going to do a low block, just like that. So let's say you're going to twist, you're going to kind of release the grip a little bit, and you're going to come down with that low block, striking against their wrist for the wrist release. Okay, when you do this with a partner, just be careful, okay? Do it slow, because it's very easy to injure yourself or injure your partner when you strike their wrist. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that side. You're grabbing your left wrist. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to step back. Okay, you're going to twist, pull in, low block. Okay, let's do it all together. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3. Okay, switch sides. Okay, you're going to step back, just like that, low block. Okay, all together. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay, Mr. Thompson's going to assist me with, okay, so you're going to have your partner. Okay, so Mr. Thompson's going to grab my left wrist. Okay, so let's take this, let's just do the wrist retraction, okay? So basically you're twisting and pulling in. Okay, it's even hard to hold, even just doing that. Okay, ready? 1. Okay, sorry. 2. And 3. Okay, let's go ahead and step back and do the same thing. Okay, and 1. Okay, get some off balance. 2. 3. Okay, now let's add the low block. Okay, be careful when you do this with a partner, okay? It hurts when you strike right there, okay? So be gentle. Okay, so we're gonna grab, twist, pull back, and, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, let's do another one. I'm gonna twist, step back, low block. And of course, say let go too. Okay, ready, and go. Let go! Okay, so to the sides. Okay, let's try the other side. Okay, Mr. Thompson grabbing my right wrist. Okay, so we're just going to do the retraction, okay? And 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I'm going to step back and do the retraction. 1, just like that. And 2, and 3. Okay, finally, add the low block to it. So I'm going to step back first, twist, retract, low block. Okay, let's take that at full speed. Be careful, I'm not gonna try to do that low block too hard. Okay, ready, and 1. So actually what you wanna do is, you just wanna put your wrist against his and then just push, okay? Now in real life, if somebody's grabbing you, you're gonna strike as hard as you can because you wanna make him hurt. Okay, let's do it one more time. And go. Leg up, just like that. And remember, always get back away and get into a wedge guard defense. Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Thank you.
Okay, that is the wrist retraction and low block.